This place, if you don't go to this deli by 10:30, then you're fucked because you're waiting. Because you're gonna be waiting like an hour while you eat your shit. So I always go. First thing, I go and I park and I have this new car, this luxury brand, and I park way the fuck away from everybody else. I'll walk the extra. I mean, I'm a bad fuck, okay? I'll walk the extra fucking 30 feet. Stay the fuck away from my car. So I go in, I get my meal. I say, thank you very much.
Thank you. That's how I am when I go to the Asian massage parlor. I get my meal and then thank you. Go ahead.
I walk out, and there's some motherfucker parked right next to my car. It's like there's 100 fucking parking spots. They're all empty. And you're parking right next to me, and on top of it, the motherfucking fucker backed into a stall. It's like, why the fuck are you backing into a stall? You're gonna fucking back out, right? You're gonna back into a fucking stall. You're still backing out if you park normally. You still gotta back up. Like, why you fucking gotta back in? Why are you backing a stall? Nobody likes. Why are you backing into a fucking stall? And why are you parking next to me when there's 50 fucking close spots? I don't understand it. Just stay the fuck away from my car. Anyway, what the fuck are we talking about?
I thought we were talking about Asian massage parlors.
No.
Not that I haven't been to any or anything like that, but go ahead. I think we were talking about
how I became Mr. Pickles. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. I was reading at this was, oh my god, many years ago, and I was reading at about the Chicago Bears, huge Chicago Bears fan, and the Chicago Bears had their own dedicated website. It was run by the Chicago Bears, and it was a great forum. A lot of flamers were supposed to be there, a lot of them, and I was always reading it, but I never just reading it, and I remember there was one poster who was a Green Bay Packer fan, and he was just the biggest asshole to everybody, and everybody, I mean, they were writing these long threads to this guy, calling him a big jerk, but he was just like trolling them because the Bears at the time sucked, and the Packers was good. This was right when Favre started dominating, and it was just mesmerizing how this guy held the whole forum pretty much hostage by just being you call it trolling now, but it was just utter brilliance at how well he just dominated because he was a Packer fan and there was really nothing the Bears could do about it. I mean, if you were a Bears fan, there's nothing you could do about it because the Packers were always killing you, killing the Bears. So I decided to register, and I needed a name. And at the time, there was this, I want to think it was a Pringles commercial or something. And, there was, they were doing Pringles, it was something like that. And, they were doing a homage of the old, Chip TV show with Eric Estrada. And, that Wilcox guy who beat his wife.
I know he's one of my heroes, yeah. Like Brent Wilcox or something like that, yeah.
Or Mike Wilcox.
Mike Wilcox, yeah. And he had that look in his face of like someone that beats his wife, but go ahead.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just by the way he acted in the show. Like, he was like comforting somebody, and you can tell he wanted to like
strangle the fucking shit out of him, yeah. There was like
this, if it was a woman, like he wanted to like fucking knock her to fuck up.
Yeah, there was like this one.
To help you, and
yeah, he's like,
those fucking teeth in the back, just fucking, like, yeah, right in the nose, fucking bitch. Anyway, there was a parody of the Chip TV show, and they zoomed in like in the intro of the Chip, and it was chimps, and there was two like chimpanzees riding motorcycles. And there was Bubbles, I think was the name of the one, and the other one was Mr. Pistol. So I'm like, I'm going to be Mr. Pistol.
I did not know that.
I created Mr. Pickles based on that chimpanzee riding a motorcycle for that stupid commercial. And the funny thing is, all these people, they were, Mr. Pickles, because of penises or phallic, they were going, no, it wasn't. It had absolutely nothing to do with that. All it had to do with a stupid chimpanzee riding a bike is Mr. Pickles. That's how I created the Mr. Pickles persona. So I registered at the Chicago Bears Forum, and I just jumped right in, and I was like one of the stars, like right from the get-go, because I talked in the third person. Oh my God, Mr. Pickles is upset. You really don't want to pick up Mr. Pickles, do you? Everything was always talking in the third person, and for some reason, everybody gravitated towards that. And
they had a hero.
What?
They had a hero.
I don't know if they had a hero, but I always made people look stupid. I mean, I was never in it. I always made it so that it was, a comedic thing. I always wanted it to be funny. And of course, people are stupid because once you one-up them, they always try to one-up you when they immediately start, saying stupid shit. And then you were doing the Chicago Blackhawks Forum, and you were just, I remember you told me about that, and you were just on a different level completely, where you were just flaming people, and that was some, really, really good shit. I don't even know if any of that stuff exists anymore.
No, it doesn't, man, because I was actually, good with, the guy's name was, Adam Campana or whatever, and he was, the owner of, the forum and stuff, and, yeah, he actually, works for, the Blackhawks now and, some sort of, social fucking media thing, but, yeah, he got rid of that damn forum. That was the first time I was doxxed, was on that forum. By, the biggest fucking troll, I've ever encountered was on that forum, and, yeah, he doxed the fucking shit out of me. I mean, he put my fucking credit card fucking number on that fucking forum and shit. But it's you could get away with it back then. You can't do that shit now.
No. And, the Chicago Bears Forum was just fucking awesome. And then I don't know what I did, and then they started changing, and then they had 2 or 3 mods at the Chicago Bears Forum. There was Bears Mod 1, Bears Mod 2, and I remember some fucking idiot started a thread saying that he was gonna make drinks for everybody, and I'm like, how are you making fucking drinks for everybody? You're on the fucking internet. Nobody's fucking drinking with you. And then he said something you were just pretending, and that's you're a fucking idiot. Because they didn't censor anything, and I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. You're pretending that you're drinking. What's that? You're gonna pretending that you're drunk? That you're gonna get raped? I got freaking banned for I want to say 48 hours, and it's fuck this. They banned me. Well, anyway, I mean, then I'm Minnesota Vikings Forum. And I started to look at the one football player who died, Corey Stringer. And I made a thread saying that Corey Stringer looked like Shirley Hemphill. And they doxed me. They put my name out there, my whole name, and they banned me. They told me I was never going to be able to come back, and that this is who I was. And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? And then I went to a Green Bay Packers forum, and I started just doing the same shit, just being mean. And these guys, the Green Bay Packers forum, I'm going to give them credit. They never banned me. They never banned me once. And the owner of that forum, he wanted me to stick around because he said that the traffic was going through the roof because I was just being like what the guy was on the Chicago Bears forum, the Packer fan. I was the, the counterpoint, and he was going to give me, he thought I was a good writer, and he was going to give me my own little feature section, so I could write, just shit, but he wanted me to do it for free, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to give you my fucking content for free.
Yeah.
And blah, 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 and then, then I think ultimately he did eventually ban me. He listened to ban eventually, but he did ban me and told me, to go fuck myself, and I'm like, okay, I got, and then I was reading your stuff at the Chicago Bears forum, or the Blackhawks forum, and I don't know, I think you told me something like you got banned, or you were in the process of getting banned, and I'm like, well, fuck, man, I gotta find a forum where I don't get banned, and I'm like, I think I was using Yahoo. I never used Google. I always used Yahoo, and I typed in insult forums or something, and Flame Camp came up, and I was reading that, and that was where how I found Flame Camp, and that was pretty much where I belonged, because they didn't have any filter for the kind of material I wanted to do, and I was always encouraged to post there. And the rest, they say, is Flintstone history, I suppose.
Yeah. I didn't get the whole I mean, it was hard from going from like a sports forum and then like going to like a forum you knew you weren't going to get banned at and stuff, because I was banned on that Blackhawk forum, but then they would unban me because they'd say the fucking traffic would fucking dip, and that I was like the fucking main fucking reason why. That's some pretty fucking good shit, man. And it's like, that was like back when like the internet was still a fucking small thing though, and I mean, all the shit that you could get away with back then, you can't do that shit now. It's like, I don't see the shit that I was doing at the Blackhawks forum. Half of that shit I could not do nowadays. And it's like, the one thing that people need to understand is like, you can't, like shit you could do in 2006, you can't do in 2018. Shit you could do in 2010, you can't do in 2018. Shit you can do in 2015, you can't do it in 2018. There's so many fucking, like, I mean, there's laws being made every fucking day, but, blocking, the shit that you can do, and people need to fucking come to the realization that that's what the fuck is happening.
Well, once I started losing interest in the flaming stuff, I mean, I always had a passion for the gaming, and the gaming, that's where the flaming is now. If people want to do flaming, you gotta go to a gaming, you gotta play games. Right? Just about every big game, like League of Legends, Fortnite, Overwatch, World of Warcraft.
Now, Overwatch don't put in there. That's not a fucking big game anymore, but go ahead.
Overwatch is still a big game.
No, you're the only fucking person in the world that plays that fucking game, okay? But go ahead.
No, all the communities are toxic. I mean, violently, worded violence toxic. Anybody flaming now, it won't last. Seriously. You gotta friggin' know your shit. If you play something like, say World of Warcraft, okay? You join a random group, and if you don't know your shit, they're gonna fucking make you look like a fucking idiot, and they're gonna, just mercilessly flame you. Now, I don't play World of Warcraft no more. I have no desire to.
You got no shoebox no more? You got no shine?
No more World of Warcraft. No more shine.
No more shine.
World of Warcraft. No more shine.
Okay.
No more shine.
Okay.
Fucking piece of ass here. Piece of ass here. Anyway. But, I mean, I wholeheartedly encourage anybody who thinks they're a flamer, who thinks they can insult people, go to League of Legends. See how long you fucking last.
No, that doesn't happen.
You gotta go, you wanna be you think you're a big deal, a tough guy, or you're a tough guy, go to League of Legends, alright? I dare anybody to go to League of Legends and play some fucking, comp games. See how long